Good morning out there. It is Tuesday. Hope your day is going well as we are early into this post-Thanksgiving week. Don't know if you guys got any good deals yesterday as it was Cyber Monday, as they like to call it. I kind of looked around. I didn't buy anything, but looked like there's a lot of good deals in all sorts of areas of the world. But today, we're going to open up a box of 2009 Press Pass Element. Of course, we opened a box of this recently and pulled a Ricky Carmichael and an Austin Dillon rookie. I believe we also pulled maybe a Mark Davis as well. He was a part-time Xfinity Series driver that just didn't pan out, never got good rides and etc. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and open up this box. Got the overwrap off. There you see it had a $19.99 point of sale, or price point, or whatever you want to call it. Jeff Gordon, Dale Jr., Kyle Busch. So you got two retired drivers and one driver that is no longer with that team that he drove for from 2008 to 2022. Quite the run. So look for authentic autographs and race-used memorabilia. Zoom and scroll. We're going to show you some odds here. Normally we see print runs. There's not a lot to see as this is just all licensing information. So you have Nobel Prize, Kinetic Energy, Missing Element Mystery Cards, Lab Report, then autographs, etc., etc. So I'm hoping that we'll pull an autograph out of this soon. It'd be nice to pull, really any number of drivers. How many packs are there in here? 8 cards per box, 8 packs per box, 6 cards per pack. Indiana math tells me that's 48 unless they've changed it, which that's always a possibility. So all the information on the pack is on the box. We're not going to bore you any further. We're 2 minutes deep, and we haven't even begun to see our first card. So let's get ripping. And I do like these cards, the way that they have the numbers on the front and back. And then they're obviously very, very scientifically themed. So we start off with Atomic number 360, Carl Edwards. Base card, Matt Kenseth. And a lot of these are going to be base, even though they will look like inserts. So I have to frequently double check myself. Who do we have here? Travis Kvapil, when he was driving for Yates Racing, which is owned by Doug Yates. We have our first insert, a Nobel Prize of Joey Logano. And these cards are slightly embossed, so that you can kind of see it there, but they're very, very nice looking cards. And we spoke of him a minute ago. We have another rookie card of Ricky Carmichael. So we're just loading up on some decent rookies here. And our last card, Metamorphosis, Tony Stewart. Also a base card. So we'll go to pack number 2. So I'm wondering if this will be very, very... Yep, there it is. There's Austin Dillon. Starts us off. So go all the way back to 2009, and we can't get away from Austin Dillon. But very cool. It is a rookie, and there's Pop right beside him. That'd be cool to get both of them to sign that, I think. So we've got a couple strong rookies there. Joey Logano. David Reagan. We have a lab report of Eric Almirola. And this part actually does feel like the spiral part of the spiral-bound notebooks. Sam Hornish Jr. We had a few good runs in the 77 car. And Brian Clausen, local driver. I believe he passed away in 2016 in a sprint car crash out in Iowa. Bellevue, Iowa, I believe. Brian ran ARCA. There you see Nationwide, now Xfinity. He has an ARCA win, I believe, at Gateway, maybe? He has a pole in Daytona in the Xfinity Series in 2008. He did lead some laps in Indianapolis, and, was a bit of a local celebrity, but unfortunately, was taken way too soon in that crash out in Iowa. Up next, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Bobby Labonte, Denny Hamlin, Anatomy of a Race Car. We have a nice Kinetic Energy of Jeff Gordon. I believe we pulled that in the last box of this, and somebody commented that that's just a... And that card, I'm looking at it over the camera, and then I'm looking at it through the camera. I'm telling you what, it looks good both ways. The camera really emphasizes it, really amplifies it. Dale Jr., And our final card is Nanosecond, Jimmy Johnson. So we've got 5 packs to go. 2, 4. 5 packs to go. Excuse me. Start off with Tony Stewart. Atomic number 13. 13th driver to lead 10,000 laps. Quite a feat. Kevin Harvick, Nationwide Series. Again, I like how they do the periodic table with the driver's initials. This is not an insert card. It's just a base card, but I really like the way it looks. Combustion, Carl Edwards. Now we do have an insert card here with Kurt Busch, another lab report. Bass Pro Shops, MTJ, and Paul Menard during his time at DEI. And I think this was before the Ginn merger of DEI. I could be wrong. I think they did merge in 2009. 2008 or 2009. I can't remember when that merger happened. Clint Boyer driving the 07 Jack Daniels car. Almost said Jim Beam. Got my whiskeys mixed up there. Dale Jr. Eric Almirola driving the Army car. Not many people remember that. He took over sharing the 8 car with Mark Martin. We've got a nice Tony Stewart lab report. Brian Vickers. Not a lot of Red Bull merch out there. Got a few car cards and driver cards, but die-cast and shirts and hats are really hard to come by. And Mike Skinner with the Bill Davis Racing Truck Series card there. A few more packs to go. No sign of an autograph yet. I still got a few more boxes of this, so maybe we'll eventually pull an auto. Regan Smith during his time at DEI, won Rookie of the Year driving for this car, or driving for the team, that is, the 01 car. He ran all the races except the 2 road courses and failed to score a top 10 finish. He was the first Rookie of the Year competitor to ever win Rookie of the Year and not score a top 10 finish. Dale Jr. Nanosecond. Clint Boyer is next. Nice looking Casey Kane. Of course, they've airbrushed out Budweiser and put Casey Kane on there. 3M with Greg Biffle. And a Metamorphosis with Mark Martin. Again, these cards really look spectacular. I'll show you the backs of the cards. Just little blurbs about the driver on the back. Not really any stat lines or any pertinent information. Oops, that pack ripped just ridiculously easy. We have another. So again, Coalition seems to be a problem here, as we've already had this card. Carl Edwards. This is going to be like a repeat of the first pack. So this means we're going to get a Ricky Carmichael. Should be the last card in this. We got Eric Almirola. No, what was the card that we got on the first one? It was the Logano Peace Prize. So, but I don't think we had that one. So, nope. Jamie McMurray ends it. So we started off very similar, but we did not get the Ricky Carmichael rookie in that pack. And this is our last pack. Start off with Daytona 500 winner Ryan Newman. That's what he's celebrating there. Jeff Gordon, that's a sharp-looking card. That would look nice signed there, maybe in gold or silver. Scott Speed rookie. So that's a nice card. Don't know if I need that one for my set, but we'll check it out here soon. Kyle Petty, Nobel Prize. Ricky Carmichael, another Ricky Carmichael rookie. And our final card is Metamorphosis, Tony Stewart. So overall, 4 pretty good rookie cards out of that batch. 2 Ricky Carmichaels, an Austin Dillon, and a Scott Speed. Then we also got some really nice inserts here. Really like the lab reports, are pretty cool. But I think this card wins the day. Probably my favorite card out of that batch. It's just a sharp-looking card. You have this starburst that the car's coming out of. You have that textured element over here. And the card itself is smooth, so it really pops without it being embossed and raised. So anyway, hope everyone enjoyed today's video. As always, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Really do appreciate it. Kind of, our sub numbers are kind of jumping all over the place. They're not making huge gains or losses, but I do see some movement. So it's always good, especially when the needle's going in the up direction, not the down direction. So anyway, I thank everyone for, making this channel what it has become. Just having a lot of fun here. And we'll just continue to slowly grow. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.